For the sign of Pisces, hello and welcome to my channel. Just remember the bottom cards are paired with the top cards. I'll be going through the past, present, challenge, and outcome. So Pisces, in the recent past we have the High Priestess. Now this is a very spiritual card. It's also magical, mystical. It often has sexual overtones. It can mean that you were in a phase where you were going to be much more physically attractive to others. Now keep in mind this card, it's paired, it's tied to the moon, to femininity, to inspiration. This would have been a time to rely on your intuition and your inner knowledge rather than your conscious mind or intellect. It would have also been important that you paid attention to your dreams at that time. And keeping a dream diary would have been a really good idea. It's paired with the Seven of Cups. Now this card is about choices. It often indicates confusion though. Confusion and can even also point to disorganization and having too much going on. It also points to a need to narrow your focus. Now, when it appears in a reading, it's trying to say that you are probably doing too much and doing most of it not very well. You needed to choose just a few important things that were on your plate at that time and work through them one by one carefully. Also, you could have been feeling overwhelmed. Just remember that you could have only controlled, at least in some areas, how much you were trying to take on. And that's the recent past. Let's move to the present. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, with this card, you're likely to find you're enjoying new beginnings on many levels. And this is a very positive new beginning. You're more than likely to be feeling optimistic, upbeat, and hopeful about your future. Things should be going very well. And you could also well be starting something new very soon. Now this could be in the area of work or personally. But either way, this card is a really good card in the tarot. It's paired with the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords, it stands for a powerful, just take a look at the picture. You can see it's regarding a powerful, opinionated, forceful male. And this person would be in your life or he's coming towards you. Now, he'll sometimes, but not always, put it that way, have hair that's on the darker end of the spectrum. Not always, keep that in mind. You may be tempted to think only about how things affect you personally. Particularly when this card does not represent a man. Okay, so consider the feelings of others before you act. Now, the King of Swords, it points to a forceful energy, as I was mentioning. You may not be able to get this man in your life to change his mind or to do what you want. Also, you may need to change something major about your behavior, thoughts, and or expectations. But don't overextend your reach. With these two cards paired together, the Ace of Pentacles, it's basically letting you know it's about new beginnings on many levels, new great beginnings. It's about being optimistic, feeling and being optimistic and upbeat. and it's paired with the King of Swords. Now, it's about a forceful man in your life or coming towards you. And also, it's about you personally being tempted to think only about yourself, being selfish. Okay? Now, with these two cards paired together, you could be feeling selfish and only thinking about yourself because things are going so well for you now with the Ace of Pentacles. So you're not really thinking about other people's needs and concerns. So right now you're either being really selfish and only thinking about yourself because things are so great, or you've got this powerful, forceful, opinionated, probably arrogant, maybe aggressive type male figure in your life who's being that way towards you. So that's the present, but overall things are looking good. You're just having to deal with this type of man, or either you're being somewhat like that towards other people. Okay, so once again, that's the present. Now let's move on to the challenge. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this card, it can indicate that you will be spending time, money, and energy on your home life, getting it to be more comfortable, more like you like for it to be. Now, this is a good thing, keep in mind, provided that you don't take on too much debt. People will be looking to you for insight at this time and probably advice. Now, you will be able to help them if you decide to do so. Also, this is a time period when you can get a whole lot accomplished. And it's paired with the Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups card, like most, if not all of the cups in the tarot, it's an optimistic, very good card to see in a reading. Now, this one often comes with messages. It comes carrying, it comes bearing messages. Now, usually these are the kind of good news messages that we all want to receive. The Knight of Cups, it will tell you that things are going to be going very well. And also, you're more than likely to be feeling charged up and ready for action. Keep in mind, this card, it often means that good news is more than likely to be headed your way really soon. And it could also mean with matters of the heart. So it could be love, it could be also including love situations, family, friends. So it could be an overall great experience in different areas of your life. And it could be pertaining to messages, because this card is about messages coming towards you. Okay, so with these two cards paired together, the Queen of Pentacles, you're going to want to feel like fixing up your home, maybe doing some cleaning. You could be doing that instead of, well, you could be cleaning, you could be repairing, you could be doing a number of things, but you're going to have some type of interest in the home, okay? And it's regarding probably fixing up or doing maybe some restoration. It could be a number of things, but this card is about the home. Maybe you're just cutting the grass or something as simple as that. It doesn't really say what. But people, they're going to be drawn to whatever you're doing. And they're going to ask you for advice. And it's paired with a Knight of Cups. A very optimistic card. So the people that are taking interest in what you're doing, maybe to your home, they may be sending you messages asking you for advice. They're all good news messages. Maybe they'll be wanting to pay you for something that you can do to help them. It doesn't say what the good news messages are, but it's news that we all want to receive. So it could be in another way. It doesn't have to be pertaining to your home. The messages could be anything. Love-related message, romance, something from friends and family. It doesn't say, like I said, it doesn't say what the message is. But the good news, it's headed your way really soon. And you're also, at this time, you'll be getting your home to be more comfortable. And that's the challenge. Now let's move on to the outcome. We have the Emperor. It shows us that domination over the mind, over the heart, is sometimes necessary, even though we don't really want it. Now, this should be welcomed, and that is what you need to think about when this card appears in a reading. When hard choices must be made, it's important to maintain your concentration and focus. Now, keep in mind, this card, it signals that now is really not the time you'll find it easy to make hard choices. So just enjoy the confidence that this self-control and focus brings. Move ahead and do what you know is best. Okay? And that's the Emperor. It's paired with the Hangman. Now this shows that you're at a crossroads. The crossroads, they're usually options such as in or out, up or down, yes or no. You probably will be finding yourself very much wanting to do something, but you have no idea what it is or how to do it. Now, if that happens, that's a clear sign. That's a clear sign that you should stop, relax, and look at different ways that you might need to let go of attempts to control life, situations, people, and things. Now, it's possible that there's an outdated attitude or wish that you need to let go of. Keep in mind that any sacrifice you make will open up your life to something even more positive than what you're letting go of. All in all, this should be a thoughtful, reflective time, especially if you are willing to look at it or how you might best serve your own interests by being willing to change. And with these two cards paired together, the Emperor, domination over mind, over heart, is necessary but not really wanted. Now is a time you should find it easier to make hard choices. Okay. So it's paired with the Hangman. Stop, relax, and look at ways you might need to let go of attempts to control situations and people. So once you do that, you'll find it easier to make hard choices. With these two cards paired together, that's pretty much what's happening. Once you stop, relax, and look at ways that you might need to let go of attempts to control life, situations, and people, you'll find it much easier to make hard choices. Okay, but overall, this should be a thoughtful, reflective time. And if you're willing to make change, it's going to be at your best interest at this time. You won't feel like you're so much at a crossroads if you do this. And that's the outcome. So Pisces, I hope this resonates. As you know, general readings, they don't always resonate with everyone. Then again, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if that's what you care to do. I thank you so very much for watching, and have a great day.